Hey everybody, this is Zeb and today I'm going to show you how to do multiple levels of floor. If you want a custom floor, at the minute there's no real way to customise this ground floor except to use rugs. Go into inventory, go down to some rugs, like these for example, and you click, duplicate, and then just cover the whole floor. You can even extend your floor a little bit to the eye by doing this. You won't be able to walk any further, but it does give the illusion of making the room look a bit bigger. But we'll get rid of them. What's really handy sometimes is to have different levels, so I'll show you now how to do different levels of floors. So I've got, first of all, the lowest level that I know how to do. Use the marble wall bar tool. It's one of my favourite tools because it just gives you a bit of versatility. Click that there, use this image that I prepared earlier. Use the Q and E buttons, so you have to angle it over this flat bit. You do it there and it's face on, you do it there and it's face on. If you do it on the bottom bit there, it faces up, which is what we want to create a floor. So use the Q and E buttons, make it big, click it, remove the frame, and push it back into the wall. And that gives you that raised area. Now, oftentimes, if you do a double jump, you'll fall through the floor if you jump on it from height, or if you just walk up to it. There you go, this time it's not even letting me jump on it. So, the way to get around this, you need something low enough, one of these tables. This one will work. This counter is too high. Now you can use it for different areas if you want to stylize it somehow. That'll work. But if you just want to use that image, click this long table or something. Basically you want a table that's lower than it. Click that there. And as you can see, you can then jump around on it and use it as a normal floor. Basically just duplicate the table and put it everywhere you need to do. Just be careful not to click this, otherwise it'll come off, you have to click it back on, and that's a bit of just a lot of messing around. So that's how to do the lowest floor. If we want to go higher, let's click this image, put it over there on the wall for now, get rid of that, get rid of that. The next height that we can do is use a column. Click that there, click the image again, and then you see you can click that on top. Now with the columns, you have to rotate them, and it's a bit of trial and error, but eventually you'll get the configuration of how you want it. So click that on there, that gives you that raised floor. Let's go back down in camera mode, move this over so we can actually get access to the floor. You can see what I did there as well with the column. If you made this image super big, then you can actually push the column behind the wall and it will allow you to click it. And then that gives you a floating floor, which can be handy. Now obviously you need to gain access to the floor. I'll show you the simplest way to do it now, which is something like use a low table, just a second, can't find what I'm looking for. Use a higher table. The next highest thing I think might be the big speakers. Where are they? There we go. Click that there. And if you use two next to each other, just face them. Then it just gives you like a black box. Send my guy over there, onto the first one, onto the second one, onto the third one, and then up and over. But it's just falling in there. So what you'll need to do is use a wall there, for example. I fell to one side of it there. Now, what you could do is completely litter underneath with walls. The other thing you can do, I'm not entirely sure how this works, but let's zoom out. Drop another column in, as I've done there. Duplicate the image. Drop it on. Let's spin this. Create it as big as that one, or roughly. Click it, right click to remove the frame. Go that forwards in camera mode so that we can see. And then let's push the column over here. And then you kind of doubled up the layer there. Now, this may not work, but what I tend to find is when you've got a couple of layers, it works better as a floor. For some reason, if you do a couple of layers, sometimes you get away, you do it with one and it works, but a couple of layers seems to work better. Never go over to the single layer, there you fall. So it's not really an official way of doing this. It's a bit of a hack, but if it's what you want to do, and I do try and push the boundaries of creativity in the rooms that I'm doing, then this is a handy tool. It just adds a bit more fun and like just another dimension, and obviously it allows you a lot more room. What I will say though, with second floors like this, you can't use props. You can't put furniture on them or anything. So it can work as like another tier to an art gallery because you can put things on the walls, but you are limited to what you can do with them. Now, if we take this tall wall, as you can see, this is even higher. So it gives you another level. So if we duplicate this, again, you want to just get it on top. You need to spin this so that it gives you a horizontal or vertical configuration. Remove the frame, click the image, press the E button to make it big, and let's make it a bit smaller. Drop it in. Now, the reason I tend to do walls at this height, either lower or at this height, I don't really use this height that much because, as you can see, now that we're just in the default camera mode, you can't even see the floor. You can just glimpse in it there, but for all intents and purposes, you can't see it, which allows you to use your room normally as though there was no second floor. But then if you build some stairs up to it, you can also have a complete other dimension that isn't blocking the view. If you use this floor, as soon as you go under it, you can't see anything. It doesn't really work. It'll work if you just use it on the back wall, for example, so that if you're here and you just had it above you, it would work. But this other floor at this height works really well. And now, as you can see as well, it allows me to just walk on it this time, where usually sometimes you have to double layer it. It's just a bit of trial and error, or maybe I just haven't really quite figured out the physics of it, but there's your other floor anyway.
Okay, let's wrap it up there. Thanks for watching. Check out the other videos if you haven't done already, and also let me know if there's anything that you want me to show you how to do. Okay, cheers, bye bye.